it's only right I win. To go down with the greats is deserved. You can't just write them in. We made it through all kind of sin. Born in this cold world, and hip-hop changed my life again. Hip-hop. You think you're winning, but you're in it for the fast pride.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Man, this morning was a doozy, man. First of all, I want to thank God for being alive. Second of all, I want to thank God for having instincts and awareness and the wherewithal to understand life in general. As you can see right here, that Mutt right there, she's not a Mutt. It's a pit bull, you know. And before I start, I'm a dog person. I'm very understanding of dogs. I'm not scared of dogs. I love dogs. I hate cats. I truly hate cats. But you know, a house cat doesn't strike fear in your goddamn heart. Unlike that motherfucker right there. That motherfucker right there strikes fear in a lot of people's heart. And particularly, I'm not really scared of dogs. But there is something about a pit bull charging at you that kind of makes your heart jump out of your goddamn chest. And I'm not saying that I want dogs dead or anything like that. Even if they are charging at me, I always understand, you know, dogs' defense mechanisms and things like that. But I tell you one goddamn thing, I am a goddamn track star. Like my deceased uncle, like something from when he was a track star came and I embodied a track star today. Like I swear to you. So I'm dropping my son off. He's already in daycare. And I'm just sitting there. I'm ordering Dunkin' Donuts. And as you can tell, I'm already a big guy. Big guys have to eat. And I love my motherfucking Dunkin' Donuts, my coffee, and I'm going to work. This is my routine. So as I'm sitting there, I see this guy walking. And so of course I'm in my car. So I'm thinking because I see the green collar, you see the green collar, that it's a pet. You know what I'm saying? Somebody owns this dog, right? And so I'm thinking that, you know, the owner let the dog off the leash to walk. So I'm looking, I don't see an owner. But the only thing that I saw was that this dog went up the stairs where the daycare was. And so immediately, of course, there's nobody in danger right now. At that moment, it was no one in danger. So, of course, I turn into dad mode. You know what I'm saying? I protect all kids. You know what I'm saying? So, only thing I could think about was, what if somebody's about getting ready to drop off their kid at the daycare, and then the dog is hungry and thirsty. As you can see the dog's tongue, right? Your dog is definitely thirsty, hungry, looking for something. And so, you know, any bite can be, you know, dangerous. You know, anything. A scared, hungry dog can turn into a very vicious, angry dog. And so my instincts take over, and the only thing I could think about was, all right, we got to get this dog back to whoever they belong to and get everybody else out of danger. So in the midst of this, I'm in contact with the daycare owner, very lovely lady, and we've always had a rapport. And I could talk to her about things, show her things, because I'm protective of everything. You know, that's what that is. And so I started to follow the dog to wherever the dog lives or whatever. I'm trying to chase it, you know, steer it to go to its home. And so as I'm doing that, I chased it down the alley, it immediately hopped the fence. So in my mind, this motherfucking dog is very athletic and can hop a 4-foot fence easily. So keep that in mind. So I'm, thinking of ways to make sure that this dog stays in the goddamn yard. Then it immediately hopped the fence over again. So I'm like, oh shit, this is a danger. This is not safe. You know what I'm saying? So let me see this through. Let me call the police. Let me call animal control. Or guess what? I can go around to the front of the house, ring the doorbell, and talk to the owner. Because that's what a responsible dog person would do. Like, hey, I don't want to see the dog end up in the pound or bite somebody and they gotta get put down. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm into it. I already know all these goddamn things. So I go around to the front and I get out the car. As soon as I step on the first step, there's I guess a path from the back to the front. Goddamn dog starts charging full speed. God damn it. In my mind, I already know I'm caught. I'm 270. I'm fat as fuck. I ain't ran full speed in a couple of years. But guess what? Adrenaline is a motherfucker. So all I know is let's get this motherfucking body going. My mind was already in the car. My body had to follow. So as soon as the fucking dog was clearing the fence. So I'm in some slides. I'm in some Croc slides with no grip. And all I know is I took off. I ran so goddamn fast. I got in the car and I'm already zooming off. I'm trying to zoom off in my head. But my body was so slow. I closed the door on my goddamn legs and I'm about to skeet off. But the dog was like this close from biting me. This close. And my leg was trapped in the door. The dog showed compassion. The dog showed compassion. It could have bit me as my leg was trapped in this goddamn door. So I guess I showed him compassion. He showed me compassion. And so I closed the door. But of course, the person that's in me that's funny, like, ha ha, you can't get me. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. And I realized that I didn't raise the window up on the other side, and it came around and damn near hopped in the goddamn door in the window. I'm fucking panicking. I had to turn the car back on and go, get the fuck away from the goddamn car. And this mother, he barking at me like, you bitch ass nigga, like you ain't gonna do shit. That's what it sounded like in my goddamn ear. So I'm already knowing I'm a goner. He's gonna hop in the car and then I gotta get out the fucking car and Lord knows whatever the fuck I gotta do. Hop on top. I probably can't even clear the goddamn car because I'm fat or whatever. But he scampered off. But when I tell you that was an ordeal, that like I said, I thank God that I'm alive. But at the same time, I had to make sure that these kids still was protected somehow, some way. And so as the dog scampered off, I actually did call the animal control, police, whatever, and trying to figure out, what's to the owner or whatever. Long story short, because I already made it goddamn long. The dog, the owner, the police came, saw that the dog, they were looking for the dog too, I guess, and it was, returned safely to the man's yard or whatever. All I know is this motherfucker needs to be fined because ain't no way you got a 4-foot fence with a dog. Look at this look at him. Look. He's about at least 2 years old. or maybe younger than that. Very fucking athletic. And as you can see, like he built, like, you know what I'm saying? So he cleared that 4 foot fence very easily at full speed running. And so, like, if you trained your dog to stay in the perimeter of your fence, like, it shouldn't have to jump a fence to protect the home. Like, we all know dogs protect the home, the tribe, or whatever it is, the family. And an ordinary person who steps foot on your and the doorstep shouldn't be able or shouldn't be afraid that a dog, this motherfucker, can clear a goddamn fence that easily and attack anybody. And so like I said, I'm a 5'10", 270 pounds with asthma, had to run from this motherfucker to get to be safe. I mean, I know kids don't stand a chance, you know what I'm saying? 5, 6 year old kids with that, like, don't stand a chance. So I had to, do what I had to do. I had to be in dad mode. So all the dads out there, please protect not only your child, but all children. All children should be able to walk this earth and know that they're protected by any man that is a father in heart and in spirit and and mentally to be, to protect all these kids. Because not I'm not saying that I would have sacrificed, fully, but you have to show courage and courageousness to make sure that that motherfucker isn't gonna maul a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't want to get mauled either, but I'm I'm quicker here than a kid who probably is not aware or understand or don't have the experience to run from a dog. I mean, they can't outrun pretty much anything, but it takes wit and understanding, like, hey, you could outsmart this motherfucker and not get bit. And also, and so that was my goddamn morning. This is my story. I'm telling it. I'm a dog. I'm a mutt. And I had to run. It took guts. Yeah, damn it, but I feel like a hero. And you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that was the excitement I needed in my life to spark something. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while since I ran or I ain't played basketball in 2 years. Maybe that's what I need to goddamn lose weight. It takes something. It takes the little small minor things, or it takes this motherfucker to motivate you to stay in shape. And my wife always tell me that being in shape can actually save your life, and I understand it now. What lethal shooter say? What lethal shooter say? I understand it. Like this motherfucker made me understand that I have to be in shape. Not only for myself but for everybody. Got to be quick. Got to be run. You got to run sometimes. And that was the wake up I needed, man. Like I'm definitely gonna lose about a good 30 pounds, just by running. I'm just gonna go on the basketball court and just set picks and run. I don't need to shoot. I don't need to do none of that shit. I'm just gonna run up and down the court. If motherfuckers be like, man, this motherfucker can't play. Hey, I told you my intentions. I'm just here to run. I'm just trying to get in shape, trying to get my lung capacity up there. I'm just trying to make sure that my asthma don't fuck up. I need to run. You know what I'm saying? I need to do run up some hills, get my leg powered. I need to do something. I gotta get rid of these titties. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he definitely encouraged me to make sure uh I'm not going to get caught and get my ass bitten off, by a goddamn dog, because that's a tragic way to, I'm getting ready to go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? how it look like I got a chunk of my ass bitten out, and I'm trying to catch some waves on the ocean. I can't. God damn it! But guess what? I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Bitch ass dog. No, he ain't no bitch ass dog. But I mean, he's probably a nice dog. I don't know. But in that moment, he was a threat, and I had to neutralize the threat. You know, because kids, the daycare, you know, can't have this motherfucker running around just all loose. And you know, somebody should find the owner, because you know, either find the owner or give them a citation to say, hey, you need a fucking 10-foot fence, you know, because that motherfucker scaled that 4-foot fence with ease, and he's only going to get bigger and stronger. And you know, at some point he gonna taste blood, and it's gonna be fucking delicious. And then his eyes gonna turn red, and then he gonna be like that goddamn movie with the dog that was chasing everybody in the car and shit. And that's how I felt. I felt like he was chasing me, about to gnaw me to death, and I ain't had nowhere to go. And it's hot. You see I'm still sweating. I've been sweating for 6 hours now because of this motherfucker. But, you know, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. But he motivated me, man. But that's my story. And hopefully, I forgot to say. This is the official podcast. T Night, you know, that's me. First night out. The podcast, you know, it's been a long time coming. I've been a contributor for a lot of people's podcasts. You know, I love everybody, but you know, it's like content like this that I'll be wanting to share, you know, on my lonely only. And you know, I'm very short and quick. You know, I ain't gonna take too long, but I'm gonna be dishing these out like you know, mixtapes like Lil Wayne in the 2000s, man. That's all I want to do, man. You know, it's been a long time coming, and you know, I'm gonna have a lot of content. I'm gonna talk about any and everything. You know, I mean, there's some stuff I'm gonna, you know, not talk about. I don't want to talk about, but you know, just do whatever I can to have an outlet. This is very therapeutic, and you know, talk about shit like this. This is my everyday life. This is this morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was a fucking adventure. You know, this is not made up. This is an actual picture from a goddamn phone that I was teasing him at that moment. I was like, you bitch ass dog. You know what I'm saying? And then but he motivated me. He motivated me. But look out for more stuff from me, man. Share this. Like it. Whatever you gotta do. Whatever the fuck they be saying. You know what I'm saying? As you can see in the background, my shit. You know, I'm talking about all the shit. Sports. You know, I'm gonna leave politics alone. I don't give a shit about that shit. You know, I can't do shit about it. You know. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about every goddamn thing. I'm talking about mob in motion, man. Like I own that. I own that. You know what I'm saying? I own this. I own First Night Out podcast. I own all this shit, man. But yeah, look out, man. Look out. Just look out for me. Just look out. You know, I'm out.
In this game, it's only right I win. So go down with the greats as deserved. You can't just write them in. We made it through all kind of sin. Born in this cold world, and hip-hop changed my life again. Hip-hop. You think you're winning, but you're in it for the fast prop.